Hi everyone, welcome to World of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and either any of these blokes. Today's video features 4 Tier 10 Ace Tanker replays. That's right, 4 replays in today's Extravaganza. We've seen a Tier 8, we've seen a Tier 9 Extravaganza, and now with patch 1.1, we're going to get some Tier 10 action. Starting off with the Progetto 65. The Progetto 65, pretty sure it's the newest Tier 10 no, the second newest Tier 10 tank in the game, the Progetto 65, the auto reloading Italian tank. The next game, or the one after that, might feature the new Polish tank as well. This is CelestiaLudenberg. CelestiaLudenberg, back when he was in Life Clan. Now, of course, Life Clan have a bit of a rebrand, a bit of a rechange into the Myth Clan, which is a pretty groovy name. Now, CelestiaLudenberg, I'm sure he'll be getting on board in this season of Clan Wars. Now he's in the Progetto 65, the Italian auto reloading medium tank, the one with the 4-shot auto reloading. Puts 1 shot into the T26 E5, 2 shots, 3 shots, doesn't quite get the kill. The M46 pattern cleans that one up, pulls back and waits for the reload. Now that's 1194 damage already, but he's just getting warmed up. 105mm gun on the Italian Tier 10 medium tank, 360 alpha damage, 268 penetration with APCR rounds, which is standard for this tank, 330 with heat rounds. Now that pattern they're trying to share that little space here on Fjords as best as they can. He's just waiting on that last shell to kick in. They're winning 1 zip. He's already gotten rid of that, or helped to get rid of the T26C5. That's the premium Tier 8 American heavy tank. He is on a mission to do some damage to heavy tanks, and so that 1194 hit points will get him warmed up for the for the mission. You can see he's already done nearly 8,000 out of the 12,000. Who knows, he might even get it done in this game. There's 4 heavy tanks remaining on the enemy team. One of them's a top tier T110 E5, but more concerned now about the Progetto, the Object 430 up there. The Progetto, the Skoda T50 at Tier 9, I should say. That's his first kill. Now what's the secondary condition? The secondary condition is to get 2 kills. So if he gets 2 kills in this game, then whatever damage he does do to the heavy tanks, which we know it's about 1100 so far, will be doubled for the progress of this mission. Pops the T69 into the side for 321 hit points, shoots towards Object 140, doesn't manage to penetrate, just does a critical hit into the Russian Tier 10 medium tank. 2 ones are scored, 2,107 damage done already for CelestiaLudenberg. From Life Clan in the Progetto 65, or the clan formerly known as Life, you might like to say. You see that T32 up there in the northwest, is probably feeling a little bit nervous. He's up there all by himself, and you can see a lot of tanks heading his way. He's waiting for a full clip because he wants to unload into the Centurion. 2 shots into the Centurion. He reckons the Centurion might still be there. You may as well unload. Not sure if he would have been pretty close to the kill, I reckon. Lets his teammates know that he's reloading. Now that 11 seconds reload, that's only for the first shell for the Italian auto reload. If you haven't been playing with the Italian medium tanks yet from Tier 8 and above, they've got the auto reloading system. So as soon as you shoot one, then another shell is on its way, so to speak. And the more you shoot, the longer it takes to reload. Anyway, 4-3, 2,813 damage, but CelestiaLudenberg from Life Clan is just getting warmed up. The ELC even 90 saying, look, I wouldn't mind a bit of a hand. There's his second kill, so that's going to double that 1,100 damage for his mission that he's already done into the heavy tanks. 5-3, pulls back and waits for those shells to continue to reload, so he's still down to the last one, and that'll have 4 rounds in the clip. Now, you need all 4 rounds if he's going to shoot. We'll do something about these tanks up here in the north. They're starting to kill tanks. The T69 on the friendly team has just been taken out by the Object 430. That's the tank that was up here, but CelestiaLudenberg in his Progetto 65 has managed to grab that position, along with his friend in the E50, and of course that M46 pattern, who picked up that first kill of the game. 5-4, 603 damage block, 2,820 hit points of damage. Look at that camouflage. That is a groovy camo indeed. We've seen that before at Get On Board Studios in another video. That's the Gamescom from 2018, the blue camouflage. It might make you look like you've just done a few too many Battle Buddy resets, but look, I reckon it's a pretty groovy colour anyway, that light blue. As well as that sort of the dank swirls. Now he's already got his secondary condition, which is to get 2 kills for the mission for the coalition to do some damage to heavy tanks, and he's just rolling around here looking for opportunities. The T-44 and the Object 140 last seen up there in the north have that Centurion 7-1 did get taken out again not too long ago. 7-6, they're only up by one tank. He's conserving his health. He's still on just under 1,700 hit points. He did cop one damaging shot. I think it was from the Patriot tank. There's a T-44. One shot into him. Two shots. One more for the kill. Can he get it? He can! And that's his third kill. 8-7 now as he waits for that gun to reload again. 7 seconds for... That's the second shell in the chamber. First shell was 8 seconds. The second one, 7. That one looks like it might be 9. Is it the other way around? Who knows? I don't know. I haven't got one of these bad boys. The Progetto 65 at tier 10 looks pretty groovy indeed. Just waiting till he's got his full 4 rounds, because that's the burst potential for this tank is absolutely fantastic. But of course, the more shells you fire, the longer it takes to reload. Object 140, certainly a danger tank in this game. Shoots him twice, pulls back, trying to make himself the smaller target as possible. Does get shot for 277, but it doesn't matter because the damage is done into that Object 140. The T-32 goes in for the kill, but doesn't. Looks like the T-32 doesn't manage to land it. The AMX M449L also coming in to try and kill that Object 140. But what are they just throwing their health away? What the hell is going on here? CelestiaLudenberg saying, right, surely, eventually one of these guys is going to kill that Russian medium tank at tier 10. 3 kills, 4,820 hit points of damage done. The ELC of a 90 is putting the Type 4 on the dumbass, of course, because he just got killed. The Patton just got killed. That's the guy who got the first kill of the game in the middle of the map. And the middle of the map is where Celestia is going to go now in the Progetto 65, the auto reloading 4-shot Italian medium tank. Try saying that one after a few beers. Clearly looking towards these low health tanks first. Want to get rid of that Object 430 at tier 9. It's a pretty heavy hitter. The Object 430 not looking in the right position. CelestiaLudenberg picks up the kill number 4. Now there is a Jag Tiger up here playing with this E50. He's got a full clip there. Now the Jag Tiger's on 693 hit points. Still firing standard rounds. It's going to take him 3 shots to kill the Jag Tiger. Looks like he might be saying, nah, buck it, leave those 2 tank destroyers to them. Oh man, it looked like he might be going back there now that the Badger's there. Artillery shoots and stuns the Badger at tier 10. Takes him down to 1,007 hit points. CelestiaLudenberg fancies himself on getting him on the side, shoots him and tracks him, bounces the return shot from the Badger, and that underbelly in the British tier 10. Tank destroyer proves not to be strong enough for the APCR rounds of the Italian tier 10 auto reloading medium tank, the Progetto 65. CelestiaLudenberg from life, 5 kills, 6,130 damage. Something lights him. Must have been the Jag Tiger. You'd imagine it's the Louis that's sitting on the cap. That's the German Tier 8 premium tank. Yep, that's the new way of pronouncing it. The Louis. That's what I reckon anyway. Pretty sure it's not going to be the Striv or the Lorraine, and we know it's not the Jag Tiger because the Jag Tiger is back there on the cap. Requests the artillery to shoot him. He's got a minute here. He's got a minute to decide what he's going to do, using the houses for a little bit of cover. Artillery shoots and misses. He bounces the shot from the low. There you go. Gets the reset in. Puts 1 shot into him. 2 shots. Now, remember, every shot that he puts into the low is going to be worth double for his mission. Jag Tiger gets taken out by the AMX M449, who then crashes. I'm not really sure what happened there. Misses his first shot. CelestiaLudenberg misses the first shot on the Louis. Looking at the back of the tank. He knows 2 shots won't be enough, so he waits for the third one to load. He cops a damaging shot, puts his second one into him, looking for a weak spot for the third shot, and that is kill number 6 and the top gun, getting rid of the low. What the hell happened in the middle of the map? Did you see that last notification? It looked like the E50, the last 2 tanks to die, the E50 and the AMX M449. One of them rolled, but I think he might have rolled on top of the enemy, of the friendly tank, because it came up after he died, except that he killed the friendly. So I think what might have happened, one of the tanks must have fallen off that precarious position they were in, fighting with the Jag Tiger, rolled, sort of flipped his tank, but not just flipped his tank, also possibly landing on the other one. But anyway, CelestiaLudenberg from Life Clan, he's on 6 kills, 7,780 damage done. Little Big Block, 600 assisted damage. He's saying, no problems, hold my beer, I've got this. I'm in the Progetto 65. He's got the very, very dank camouflage indeed. It's almost a rear turreted medium tank looking at it. Got the machine gun on top. It looks absolutely fantastic. He's going hunting for the Striv and the artillery. Now remember, he has already got, well, he's got 6 kills, so he's already got that secondary condition. And the damage that he's done to heavy tanks, which it says there 9,603. The amount that he has done this game, which, look, it was 1,100 early on, and then it was another 1,600 for the Louis. That would have been, what's that, 11 and 16, 27, double that. So whatever it's saying there, 9,000, add another 27 to that. He's pretty much got that mission, I reckon. Artillery aiming here. Why would artillery aim there? I mean, really, it looks like, there it is, he's found the Lorraine. Puts 1 into him, puts 2 into him. Hold my beer, I've got this. 7 kills, 8,170 hit points of damage, and where can that Striv be? That Striv will be feeling pretty nervous there. CelestiaLudenberg, he knows that he can shoot him. He knows he can get shot once or even twice from the premium Tier 8 Swedish tank destroyer. I'm tipping he's got a pretty dank crew in this bad boy, and he'll certainly be able to outspot a Tier 8 tank destroyer. He's going to try his luck, go and see if the Striv is still sitting up here. Look, I would not be surprised if he is, but I think if the Striv saw Celestia down here on the peninsula at the south-east part of the map, I'd be thinking he would most likely just run straight up towards the Jag Tiger, where the GW Tiger P might be. 14-13 to score, 8,170 hit points of damage. He gets advised by his teammate to cap because it's less than 3 minutes remaining in this game, but no, it doesn't matter. There's the Striv, shot number 1. Who cares if you get shot? Shot number 2, 8 kills, 8,500 damage done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That wasn't close. That wasn't close at all. An absolute ripper from CelestiaLudenberg from Life Clan, or the clan formerly known as Life Clan, you might want to say. Monster game. The hands were shaking at the end. That's what he's called this bad boy. That was an absolutely epic replay. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Bruiser Medal, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Radley Walters Medal for the 8 kills, High Caliber, Top Gun, top score, no problems at all. 9,224 damage done in the end, 8 kills. So some of those blind shots, that would have been on the Centurion 7-1 towards the start of the game when he shot him and tracked him, and then he went unspotted, and then he started to unload his clip into the British medium tank. Nothing wrong with that result at all. 1,424 base experience points, 33 shots fired, 32 hit, so only 1 shot missed. So it might have been one of the shots that he was shooting towards the Centurion, might have been something else. 30 shots penetrated anyway, 9,224 damage done, 603 assisted damage, and he even made 104,500 credits. That's with a standard account. Yeah, 33,755 was from battle payments, but not a bad profitable tank at all. The Progetto 65 at Tier 10. That looks like something that, well, it looks pretty groovy to me. Anyway, let's move on to game number 2 in this Tier 10 extravaganza. This is my old mate Critacus. Critacus from 1AR Clan in the Object 268 version 4. The Object 268 version 4 is a tank that, remember when it first came out, everyone was saying how overpowered it was. Let's see how it is in this one. He has got dream matchmaking in this one though. Top tier, Tier 10 game on what's it called, this one? Fisherman's Bay. One of his teammates goes down. The IS-3 gets killed by my old mate Huzbox in the Object 140. And Critacus from 1AR looking over there. Flies towards the 257. Doesn't quite land it. 0-1 the score now. Decides to reposition. Try to find a different angle on these bad boys. Now he's on a mission as well, and that's to get assisted damage. I think that's the first. There you go. Blind shots towards the Skoda T50, and he gets spotted just as the shell leaves a Russian gun barrel. Nothing wrong with that. Pretty good educated guess there. There's quite often there's a tank sitting there in that bush waiting to be, I don't know, waiting to spot stuff, waiting to do tank stuff. Don't worry about aiming towards the Scorpion G either. Just shoot that bad boy. That brings his damage up to 1334 damage. 667 damage on the Scorpion G, and also 667 damage on that Skoda T50 towards the start of the game. 1-1 is the score. Critacus from 1AR in the Object 2684 with that pretty groovy tank camo paint on the Russian tank destroyer. 152mm gun on this bad boy. 650 alpha damage, 293 penetration with standard, 360 with premium ammunition, which is the heat rounds, as it is in a lot of Russian tanks. 1-1's the score. 1-2's the score now as the FV4202 gets blown away by the AMX 50B. This is a pretty popular position where Critacus is kicking back right about now. The Batchat's there, looking towards that light tank. The AMX doesn't quite land it. The Batchat gets one in though. Critacus doesn't get the assisted damage because the Batchat will be spotting its own target. The Batchat's got a beautiful view range on that auto-loading French medium tank at tier 10. 1-2 is the score. Waiting for another opportunity to shoot stuff. Plenty of enemy tanks over there on the eastern side of this map. He looks towards the AMX 30. AMX 1390. Gets some assisted damage. 131. It's not much, but it all adds up. He is on a mission to do assisted damage. Looks like he's about halfway through it for this battle. 1-2. 1-2 the score in Fisherman's Bay. Critacus from 1AR. In the Object 268 version 4, the tier 10 Russian tank destroyer. The one they all said was overpowered. Finds the Object 140. Doesn't quite get a shot. Pulls back behind a building pretty quickly. 1-4, they're down by 3 tanks. Luckily though, the 3 tanks that are dead are only, not only tier 8s, but they're tier 8s. You'd rather be 3 tier 8s down than 3 tier 10s down on any map. Looking for that red outline. Look at him. This is what happens to me when I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to get a shot or not. Skoda T50 shoots and tracks Critacus. He pulls back behind the bush again. Quite a good chance. No, I thought he might have been unspotted there, but maybe the Skoda was just firing blindly. Skoda manages to penetrate a shot in the Object 268 version 4. Of course, the Object 268 version 4, the reason they said it was so overpowered is because it was very, very fast. The frontal armor is very, very good, and it didn't have a bad gun either. Of course it's Russian. Of course it's going to have a very good gun. Shoots the Skoda T50. Again, that's not the same one. That's a different Skoda T50. Gets shot twice. Once by the Centurion 1, once by the T44. The T44, that's the T54. Thought the T44 might have been a teammate there for a minute. 2-4's the score. He's looking towards the Centurion 1. And look at the mini-map. Look at all those tanks that were last spotted right there in the central part of this map. That's why Critacus is not just YOLOing straight into them. They're looking quite tidy on the eastern flank with the Type 5, the Object 705, backed up by the Mutts and the Skoda T50 in town. There's a lot of enemy tanks in the central part of this map. Also a lot on the west. You can see the Udes 03 trying his best to hold up the 3 tanks. Batchat gives the Udes some support, kills the T44. Looks like the AMX CDC is pushing onto the Swedish tank destroyer. 3-4 the score now. Critacus waiting for the tracks to fix themselves up. Continuing to get pounded. Uses his repair kit to fix his tracks. Gets behind a building whilst he waits for that repair kit to recharge. 3-4 the score. 2,500 damage done already. 960 damage blocked. 445 assisted damage. And that 445 assisted damage will slowly go towards that thing. And if he can survive this game, whatever assisted damage he gets will double for that mission. I know I do say that a little bit in the replays, but that's what these new missions are all about. You see the Batchat is keeping vision in the northwest part of this map. The T10E4 turreted American tier 10 tank destroyer, as well as the AMX CDC, the soft as butter French medium tank at tier 8. Critacus from 1AR trying to play on trying to play in the middle, but whilst he's playing in the middle, he says, hold my beer, Batchat, I'll help you with that CDC. 705 kills the IS-3, the Type 5 kills the 257. They've won the town very, very well. He finds the Object 140, my old mate Huzbox, puts one under him and takes him out for the kill. 2 kills to Critacus. 8-8 is the score. Looking towards the T44. T44 firing AP. He's going to struggle to penetrate with AP at that angle, but he was turning his tank at that time. Critacus from 1AR in the Object 268 version 4. 2,500 damage done. He auto aims and shoots at the T44 thinking this should be an easy penetration, but it doesn't penetrate the Tier 8 Russian medium tank. 8-8 is still the score. It's not, there's nothing in this. 2,500 done, 2,000 damage blocked. He's down to 450 odd hit points. Critacus is calm as a cucumber. The old mate Critacus, the bat jet goes down to the T110E4 up there in the northwest. I don't think Critacus has got the opportunity to turn and try and take a sniping shot at the T110E4. He knows that the American turret and tank destroyer, once he sets himself, he'll be able to shoot into Critacus all day long. That's why Critacus is doing his best to make sure he's no longer lit by putting some bushes between him and the American TD, but also looking for cover against these medium tanks in the middle of the map. The T44, the Skoda T50 and the Centurion 7-1 continues to back down towards the town. Let's quicken it up. He's driving in reverse. They're not known for their speed, these things. Only 18 kilometres an hour going backwards. He continues to roll backwards and think about how he's going to carry this game. 8-10 the score now as that T44 finally gets taken out of the game. Critacus from 1AR on 2 kills, 2,500 damage done, 2,010 damage blocked, 595 assisted damage. The score is 8-10. Now Critacus streams on Twitch. Check him out. He's a very, very good player indeed. He knows what he's doing. He's in the APAC team. He's in one of the dankest APAC teams out there. Don't worry about that. 8-10 in the 268 version 4. Looking for this bloke in the T44. He wants his revenge. Is there a building between them, or is that the... Yeah, he must be. There's a building between them. There you go. The 50 TP picks up that kill. That's a Tier 8. Is that the Tier 8 premium Polish tank? And that brings the score up to 9-10. Critacus continuing to stay cool, calm and collected. Kicking back here. Yep, he's on the red line, but he's only on 452 hit points. The 50B, the T110E4, both could probably take him out with one shot. The Skodas could easily just clean him up. There's the 50B. At least he's got his tank aiming frontally. Gets him in the top of the turret for 696 hit points. It's the first shot he's fired in anger for a while. Requests fire at the AMX 50B, and the Skoda T50 gets the kill in the end. Now he's hoping that he's no longer spotted. Looking there, looking towards the... What's that up there? That's the enemy 53 TP. That's a standard. Polish heavy tank. I didn't quite aim it. Bounces the return shot for 420 damage block. So he knows the 50 TP can't one-shot him. Well, he shouldn't one-shot him unless he gets a high roll. That's the beauty of RNG, right? Skoda T50 is making an appearance up there in the north. Wants to get rid of the heavy tank first. Skoda T50 does that. And the enemy... There's 2 Skoda T50s on the enemy team. One on Critacus. One of the Skodas kills the friendly Skoda. Something else bounced, but I think that was a shot against the... I think that was a shot on the dead tank. Now the 705 over there is getting a little bit nervous, but if the 705 has got plenty of armor, he should be able to bounce a few shots, hopefully with a bit of luck, and he's got more health than Critacus. Critacus down to 188 hit points. 2 kills, 3,249 damage done. He finds the Skoda and blows him away straight back to the garage. Brings the damage count up to 3,500 damage. 2750 damage blocked, 900 assisted damage. And what's left in this game? The Skoda T50 and the Centurion at Tier 8 and Tier 9. The T110E4 has not been seen for a long time. He was last spotted up there at A2. Looks like he's found the Centurion. He shoots and he misses. Doesn't roll forward. Waits till he's reloaded. That looked like that was a friendly artillery. Or maybe it was an HE round from the T110E4. I'd find that very hard to believe. 12-12 is the score now. We've evened it up again. 3 kills to Critacus, 3,500 damage. 2750 damage blocked, 897 assisted damage. 2 minutes left on the clock. He bounces He bounces to Skoda. Come on, Skoda, poke. Skoda pokes. He shoots him, but he doesn't kill him. He leaves him on 95 hit points. They're both one-shots now. The Skoda on 95, the Centurion on 200. Artillery kills the Centurion. Nice work, Artillery. That brings the advantage back to Critacus and his team's favour. Here comes, he's going for the Skoda T50, who looks like he might be reloading. Now he does not want to get flanked by this tank. Auto aim, shoots and kills. That's his 4th kill, and that's just going to leave the T10E4. It's not over yet, folks. That T10E4 is on over 1,300 hit points. The Object 705 is on 737. So the 705, the Artillery, and Critacus are all one-shots for the T10E4. Now the T10E4 is going to... it's going to take a while between shots, but Critacus has just fired and critically hit the American turret, the Tier 10 tank destroyer. He's moving up there to make sure that it is still spotted. He's hoping for his teammate's help. He shoots the building and he bounces the T10E4. He knows he's going to beat him on the reload. Artillery, what's Artillery doing? Artillery is trying to be tank, but it's not really working. Looks for the weak spot, finds it. Artillery shoots him. Artillery stuns himself. The Object 705 is coming into play as well. The T10E4 bounces Critacus again, and Critacus is lining up for the headshot, gets the headshot, picks up the kill, carries the hell out of that one. 15-12 on Fisherman's Bay. How much of that was luck and how much of that was... there was a bit of arse and there was a bit of class in that Ace Taker Mastery Badge. Fisherman's Bay, Critacus from 1AR claim. Dank as you like, that one. Dank as you like, indeed. Ace Taker Mastery Badge, Bruiser Medal, Hand of God for surviving and winning, having received damage for at least 4 different enemy tanks. Spotter Medal for the assisted damage. A demolition export when he blew the head off the AMX CDC Premium Tier 8 French medium tank. What other medals has he got? What other medals hasn't he got? Duelist, Fire for Effect, Fighter, Shellproof for all that block damage, Spartan for surviving or ricocheting a non-penetrating shot when he was on such low hit points, Steel Wall, surprise, surprise for the Steel Wall. 5,221 damage, 5 kills, 1,205 base experience, 19 shots fired, 14 hit, 12 penetrated, so only 2 shots that landed didn't pen. There was a few shots that missed, like in the heat of the moment he just missed a few shots towards the end, but fucking hell, you wouldn't believe it. Cost him 9,000 credits. I don't know if he fired premium. I wasn't watching. All I could watch was that T10E4 and those medium tanks trying to get Critacus and failing dismally. An epic performance on Fisherman's Bay from Critacus. Check him out on Twitch. Link will be down below. He's an absolute hero. And of course, he's a member of the dankest APAC team in the universe. Flying Elite's up next. Flying Elite is in the Tier 10 Polish tank. I know what you're thinking. You might think there's a celebrity on the enemy team. I don't know. You'd be forgiven for thinking that there's a celebrity on the end of the team. Now, this is the Tier 10 Polish tank. He's got Dank Camo as well. This is World of Dank Camo replays with stewiejp. Flying Elite is on YouTube. Check him out. Link will be down below. Check out. That's the 1945 camo. That's the camo from Frontlines. And of course, this is the Polish Tier 10. No, Flying Elite doesn't stuff around with standard rounds. It's a 152.4mm gun, 750 alpha damage, 317 penetration. That's with heat. Standard's 250. He's not stuffing around with standard rounds as he goes to get a few ace tankers in this tank. It's a pretty good looking tank. The 60 TP, the Big Lebowski. That's what people are calling it. That's what I reckon. Anyway, goes around the corner, shoots the M103, but doesn't put any damage into the M103. The M103 shoots him and bounces it. And what's he got to do? He's got to do some damage. There's a celebrity in the Centurion Action X. Oh no, I know. I'm the first prick he kills. I know what you're saying. Stewie, what were you thinking? What was I thinking? I was thinking that he just fired and I had time to pop out and shoot. But anyway, no excuses, Stewie. That was a shit move. Anyway, the Flying Elite from Shay in the Big Lebowski, the 60 PT Tier 10 Polish heavy tank, the one with the big derp gun. He's looking towards the IS-3A. Now look, that IS-3A is going to be feeling a little bit nervous. What's that mission? Damage in the first 3 minutes of the battle. You have to do 1,500 hit points. Well, he's already done 1,413. He's got 43 seconds remaining. He'll be loaded in that time. That's why he's loading full heat. Holds his shot. He's got 35 seconds left. No pressure. No pressure at all. Puts a shot into the mouse. Completes that mission. What mission was that? Alliance number 11. Strike while the island's hot. 1,500 damage in the first few minutes. Not a bad mission, that one. Not a bad mission at all. Bounces the M103 and bounces the shot from the M103. Does not bounce the shot going into the American Tier 9 heavy tank. 2-2 the score. The Flying Elite from J-Clan in the 60 TP. The Big Lebowski is up to nearly 3,000 hit points of damage in his Tier 10. Looking again towards the M103. Where'd he go? That one. Looks like that one didn't quite land. Used the repair kit. A few comments happening in the chat. What the hell is there? People questioning. Oh, the dead guys. That's right, dead guys in chat. That'll be a video in itself. Pardon me. Flying Elite from J-Clan. 3,110 damage done. 2 kills, including yours truly, and the M103. 2,300 damage blocked. 576 assisted damage. Rolling around. For the shot on the mouse. That's what he wants to get rid of. The mouse shoots him 423 damage, but that doesn't matter. The IS-3 is going for the HE because he's run out of other ideas, if you ask me. Looked to me like the IS-3A put one into the ground. Flying Elite puts one into the side of the head of the mouse. Headshot for his third kill. 5-2 is the score. T49 looking Flying Elite's way. T49 without the derp gun. Maybe he hasn't unlocked it yet. Maybe you have to unlock it. The IS-3A shoots with HE for 55 hit points. The Flying Elite does not care. The T49 shoots him, but again, the Flying Elite does not clear. Block damage up to 3,000 hit points. That'll show you what kind of armour the 60 TP, the Big Lebowski's got. 7-2 is now the score. Looks like all the enemy tanks are all together, apart from the T49. You'd think that would the IS-7 just drive forward and kill the T49? I think that's what I'd do if I was in an IS-7 light tank right in front of me. Don't worry about aiming, Flying Elite. Don't worry about aiming. Hold my beer. I've got this. Don't even aim. Shoots and kills. 6,033 hit points of damage done as he starts to climb up the hill. It's a bit of a long drive up the hill when you're in something that's not too fast. 8-3. 9-3 the score now. The IS-7 finally kills that T49. After the Flying Elite took most of his health away. 6,000 damage, 3,260 damage blocked, 576 assisted damage, 3 kills. He's already getting ready to send me a message on Skype or Discord or however the hell he gets these replays to me. I don't know. Carrier pigeon. Who cares? 9-3 is the score. Starts to slow down as he gets closer to the cap. There's a heavy tank sniping like a bitch up here on the thing. I'm glad I didn't hang around to watch the end of this game after I got blown away by the Flying Elite in the 60 TP. The Big Lebowski, he finds the Tier 9 German heavy tank, takes it down to 834 hit points, brings his damage up to almost 7,000. 3 kills, nearly 7,000 damage. It'll be 7,000 in a minute. Look at that side of the tank. Thank you very much. No, he doesn't manage to get the kill. My old mate Overlord from one of our clan picks up that one. 10-4 the score on Mountain Pass. All the enemy tanks are up here. Flying Elite still on 1,171 health. He's done nearly 7,000 damage. I reckon it'll be a bit over 7,000 damage now. Let's call it an even 7.5. 3,260 damage blocked. 1,139 assisted damage. Now he's just going to look towards the nice, soft, juicy Skoda T50. The Skoda does put 2 damaging shots into the Flying Elite, but that's okay. He'll shoot him, set him on fire. Automatic fire extinguisher for the grumpy old man. That's not the Flying Elite. He's not a grumpy old man. That's the bloke he just shot, the Skoda T50. That's his in-game name. The IS-3 cleans up the Tier 9 auto-loading Check medium tank. He auto aims and fires in towards the air in the general direction of the Grill 15, but doesn't quite land it. 4 kills in the end. 4 kills to be old mate Overlord in that game as well. Let's have a look at the result and see how we went. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Of course it's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Why would you, what else would you expect from the great man? Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Hand of God, Spotter Metal, Duelist, Fighter, Fire for Effect, Shellproof, Steel Wall, High Caliber. What didn't he get? Well, he did get a Top Gun. 8,500 damage, 4 kills, 1,238. Base experience, 15 shots fired, 13 hit, 12 penetrated. Unbelievably, 3,500 damage blocked by armour, 1139 assisted damage. Cost him a few credits, only 14,000 though. Considering he was firing all heat, and he did have food running, but looks like he bought food in bulk at half price another day, because he wasn't charged for the food. But not too bad at all. The 60 TP, the Big Lebowski, that's what we're going to call this bad boy. The Big Lebowski, a Tier 10 Polish heavy tank on Mountain Pass. Let's move on to our fourth and final replay for today's Tier 10 Extravaganza, and this one comes all the way from the North American server. It's my old mate XVM Camo Net. XVM Camo Net has sent me a few replays in. He does like the Super Conqueror. This time we're on Live Oaks, and he's rolling down towards the south. He's platooned up with his old mate Dark Tesla from Rel 2 clan in the Object 277. XVM Camo Net is in the Super Conqueror. Going towards the south or the southeast part of Live Oaks. Now, this is my experience. This is probably the right thing to do. He's top tier in this battle. 3 Tier 10 tanks on each team. 357 matchmaker, as you can see, is working quite well on North America as well. Nothing wrong with the aiming time. Nothing wrong with the accuracy of the British Tier 10 heavy tank. The Super Conqueror pops one into the WZ111 1-4. That's a Tier 9 Chinese heavy tank. As XVM Camo Net heads straight for the ditch, not stuffing around. He's there with his old mate Dark Tesla in the Object 277. Very enjoyable tank, that one. Seeing a lot of Object 277s in Tier 10 Clan Wars, and of course the APAC League as well. In that, it's a very versatile, good Russian alternative to the fast Chinese heavy tanks. I guess that's probably the best way to describe the Object 277 if you're thinking of going up that way. But XVM Camo Net is in the Super Conqueror. He's got the standard rounds loaded, 120mm gun, 400 damage, 259 penetration with standard, 326 with APCR, which is premium ammunition in the Super Conqueror. He's rolling forward towards that WZ111 1-4. There's also a mouse gun over here. You can see lots of action happening in the northwest, in the town. The platoon mate puts one into the WZ before the T49 derps him away. That's slowly edging the scoreboard back 2-3. Shoots towards the mouse gun, doesn't quite land it. At ISU 152 looks a little bit nervous. Platoon mate shoots the mouse gun. They're clearly talking to each other, saying, let's focus, let's get rid of this Tier 9 German heavy tank. That one's going to be a bit of they can be a little bit painful to dig out. Switches to premium rounds because that one didn't go through. Even on the soft cheeks, or we wouldn't say it's a soft cheek. Finds the ISU 152, pops in, brings him down to 466 hit points. Someone else shoots him. Now he's down to a one-shot. Continues to focus on the mouse gun. He's down to 127. The ISU 152 is on 122. We'll clean these tanks up, and then it'll be time to hold my beer. I've got this. 5-6 to score. There's a P-44 Pantera Tier 8 auto reloading Italian medium tank sitting back there sniping like an absolute champion. Look at him sitting in the bushes over there. Sitting in the bushes back at base and shooting towards the Super Conqueror. But XVM Camo Net does not care because just is bouncing shots all day long. 970 damage blocked by armour. 1 kill. 2,069 hit points of damage done. Look at the map though. The other side is looking very, very concerning indeed. So XVM Camo Net and his platoon mate Dark Tesla in the Object 277. You're not stuffing around there, heading back to the western flank to try and sort this one out. Now, even though he has received quite a few shots from the enemy team, XVM Camo Net is still on full health, and that's going to certainly help him as he starts to play on this ridgeline. Finds the Jag Tiger on 2,100 hit points of health. Shoots him. I don't think it hit him. Somebody's capping. It's not the 1390. 1390 spotted down there in the south. Maybe it's the 2684 sitting on the cap. Not too sure what kind of health the enemy tanks are on the western flank, but maybe there's somebody on low health that's trying to cap this bad boy out. 7-8's the score, 1 kill, 2,000 damage done, 970 damage blocked. Flies towards the Progetto, but doesn't quite land it. Looks like the Progetto is... the Progetto's quite possibly feeling a little bit generous. Gives XVM Camo Net the side of his tank, and he takes advantage of it, and then he shoots him again, brings him down to a one-shot. 7-9 is the score. The enemy is capping, and that noise can be annoying, but you can see there's a Conqueror, a Leopard PTA, and a Grill 15, all looking at resets. It looks like they're successfully getting resets on that Object 268 version 4. 8-9's the score as XVM Camo Net finds a T10, kills him, and evens up the scoreboard. Looks like, there we go, the Jag Panther 2 is rolling towards XVM Camo Net, going to YOLO. Maybe it's someone he knows, I'm not sure. Does that happen on the North American server as well? Who cares, because of Leopard PTA. Great map awareness. Down here, you'd think he'd be looking at the cap, but look, it's a bit higher. He wouldn't have shots on the cap, but he snipes out and helps XVM Camo Net into Super Conqueror. Puts one into the T44. Unfortunately, Dark Tesla just got taken out in that one. Now they're all YOLOing our hero, XVM Camo Net. All the enemy tanks are here now. The 1390 is the only tank left down there in the south. The E100 and the Jag Tiger, both trying to bully XVM Camo Net. The Leopard PTA doing a great job sniping from the distance, takes out the Jag Tiger. XVM Camo Net puts one into the E100. The E100 trying to wriggle his gun around, make him a harder target to hit, but XVM Camo Net says, hold my beer, I've got this, and he kills the Tier 10 German heavily armoured heavy tank, the E100. Wow, and that's what he types to his mate. How did I manage that? The Leopard says, oh, I'm crying. The Leopard got taken out maybe by the 1390, I'm not too sure. Now who knows where the 1390 is, and good on XVM Camo Net, good on him for saying that to the Leopard. If you missed it, he just said, without your support, I would not have survived that, not have survived it at all. In the end, they won as the Conqueror picked up the kill on that 1390. Wow, what kind of game was that? Now that was on the North American server, folks. that wasn't on the Aussie or the Asian server. XVM Camo Net from North America. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge in that massive Fast and Furious game on Live Oak. Spotter Medal, Bruiser, Fire for Effect, Shell Proof, Patrol Duty, Confederate for shooting more tanks than anybody else, Steel Wall, of course you got a Steel Wall, he bounced all that damage, High Caliber for doing more damage, 6,171 hit points of damage, 3 kills, 1336 base experience. Dark Tesla didn't do too bad with over 4,000 damage. The Conqueror, the Leopard didn't do too badly at all. Now he did receive a few shots, so he was probably pretty low when he was supporting from the water side. XVM Camo Net in the Super Conqueror, 21 shots fired, 18 hit, 16 did damage, nearly 3,000 assisted damage. He even made 8,801 credits after tax. That isn't it? Tier 10 Extravaganza. Massive thanks for the replays. Massive thanks indeed. Critacus, XVM Camo Net, CelestiaLudenberg, and of course the Flying Elite. Don't forget to check them out. Links will be down below. Twitch, YouTube, and all that jazz. Much appreciated. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time. That Extravaganza, Tier 10. I love them. I just love Tier 10s. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Get on board. Bye for now.